For me, TeachTechPlay would not be what it is without Nathan. He was the one who sort of told me that it would be okay and that it would all come together, and without his drive and continuous support, TeachTechPlay would not have happened last year.
I think it comes back to the work that Nathan has done for other people. The inspiration that he leaves with me, I think straight back to, I guess more recently, where he created the Sphere Olympics, and just seeing so many teachers utilising that resource with their students in their school and sharing what they were doing. So for me, it's just been about continuing to share what I do in my school to hopefully help others improve their own teaching and learning.
Nathan inspired me by his zest for life, for his willingness to leave nothing in the tank, and for his willingness to do the things that he loved in his life and to be around people who he loved. And that was both a personal and professional quality that he had.
One of the things that always struck me about Nathan, personally and professionally, was I don't think he took no as a barrier. He would always go around, he would always find a way, he would always try to innovate or test or explore so that he could, get the best use of technology, especially for his students, but also so that he could share it with his peers and other teachers. And that's one of the things that, I saw Nathan do more and more over the years, was actually, go out and explore, but then being prepared to share his learnings, the mistakes, the challenges, and do that quite openly with, any teacher that was prepared to listen.
I think the one that comes through the most is that willingness to share. He would just, didn't matter if he'd known you for 3 seconds or for 10 years, he would be willing to share his knowledge and share his passion for learning and his passion for technology with you. And that inspiration is still there for me to help others use technology as Nathan did, and to share his passion for technology to make learning great for students is one thing that will stay with me forever. And that all started with my good relationship with Nathan and seeing how inspirational he was for staff and teachers, and building their capacity is something that I always want to strive to do. And I think that's his legacy. His legacy is starting the conversation about great learning with technology for all of us, and we'll continue that conversation for as long as we're looking at technology to enhance learning and to make the learning great for our students, and that certainly is the legacy that Nathan's left for us.
I guess also being in the teaching profession, seeing what Nathan was able to do, not only in the classroom but also outside of the classroom, striving to be the best educator, the best specialist that he can be in his area, pushes me to want to be the best teacher that I can possibly be. Nathan was always one to push the limits, and I guess that's the legacy that he's left upon me.
Over the years, Nathan has continued to inspire me, sharing his knowledge, his passion, and his dedication. He always would say, "What I know is worth knowing, but sharing it with others is much more important," and I truly value that. He went through some incredibly difficult times. He shared that with us, and we walked this journey with him. How difficult it was to see such an inspirational, dedicated person having to go through such hard, difficult, terrible times in his life. At the same time, he would also inspire us to say, go out there, keep going, keep doing it, keep sharing, and keep learning. And of course, his catch cry, go home and hug your loved ones.
Nathan and I met at university. He loved telling people that he finished 2 degrees, his and mine, and I know he'd love that line got another run in front of an audience. I can hear him laughing about it now. Nathan and I were friends from then on. We shared a passion in fitness, and we played footy together. Nathan was a great runner and cyclist, which we did together, and triathlons. We sort of pushed each other, but probably more so hated losing to each other. Friends of ours knew that if we went out for a leisurely weekend ride, that it was never going to be that if we were both there together, because we'd both be at the front trying to beat each other, but trying to appear as if we weren't really trying at the same time. I never worked with Nathan, but I know that this hard-working attitude was a part of his teaching as well. He was really into his tech stuff, and he was an early leader in the use of iPads in the classroom. I remember going to see him after his first operation to remove brain tumours, and it's a horrible sight. He was non-responsive, he was quite blank, but next to his leg he had his iPhone, and amazingly, when it beeped, he automatically picked it up and started filing through the message and trying to text a reply. Nathan loved his Strava app on his bike, and which gave all data about your average speed and meters gained, and more importantly, compared you to your friends and how fast you were in different segments against them. And Nathan loved going out to try and hunt down some of our PBs or KOMs, and it's hard now, or it's nice in a way, I'm not sure, but whenever I finish a ride now, I go through my Strava data, and Nathan's name's there. Like he's there, and often he's got one of the fastest rides for the segment as well, and I can just hear him. It's almost like he's still here and present, talking about how good he was on that ride and how I'll never be able to catch him. But that technology's allowed him just to feel like he's still here for me. I think this award is a great honour for a graduate. It's an inspiring story of determination and hard work, two traits that the winner of this award is hopefully going to display, and if they do, will get them a long way in their teaching career. I wish them the best of luck.